Hi everyone, welcome back to the final part of the Book One Cozies Club chapter by chapter for Mrs. Claus and the Santaland Slayings, the first book in the Mrs. Claus Mystery series by Liz Ireland. I'm Di and this is my audio-only reading vlog for this book. Today I will be reading chapters 21 through 23 and sharing my thoughts with you along the way. Due to the nature of this reading vlog, there will be spoilers. So if you haven't read these chapters yet, I suggest that you not listen to this recording until you have. If you would prefer to hear my general thoughts on this book in its entirety, keep an eye out for my Book One Cozies Club Series First Impressions video, which will be posted soon. So how is everybody doing this evening? I am doing okay. I haven't been feeling well all day today, and I'm still not feeling well right now, but I'm really looking forward to finishing this book and seeing how everything all turns out. It doesn't look like we have much left in regards to the amount of pages I'm looking at. So I presume these chapters are pretty short. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this and see where we are. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into chapter 21 right now, and I'll be back with you when the book is done. So I just finished the book. I really enjoyed that. I definitely think this was a milder mystery. There were a lot of things going on, but I don't know. This one just felt a little bit more relaxed. And without giving away the end, I would say that I was right all along about the deaths being connected. It's too bad about what was mentioned about how Therese is living her life at the end of this book. Like I mentioned last night, not too enthused with how that was all handled. And yeah, I don't understand why there were no repercussions for her doing what she did to April. I do find it interesting that we still get glimpses into what will be the Claus's vacation home. I really enjoy how that whole situation turned out as well. I'm kind of surprised with what was said at the end, that we're not revisiting these characters in summertime. The next book, I believe, happens around Halloween. So now I'm curious as to when they're planning on going back to Santaland and how that whole schedule works out. But I will definitely be continuing this series with the next installment, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know, maybe because of the nature of what happened in this one and how I disliked how Nick was handling things. I think the next one will be much better. I did really enjoy this one, but you can tell from my recordings that there were quite a few things that bothered me. But I think now at the end of this book, all of that has pretty much been ironed out, and I'm hoping for better actions and attitudes from the family now that we've passed this installment. I think we've set up a much better place for more normal interactions to happen. But yeah, definitely enjoyed this one. I'm glad that I started out my holiday reads with this one as well, and I'll definitely be continuing with it. So this is the part of the chapter by chapter where I usually tell you what the next installment will be. And I am going to tell you that the end of 2021 will also bring the end of Book One Cozy's Club. I have been running Book One Cozy's Club for over 5 years now, and if you think about it, even though Book One Cozy's Club hasn't always been monthly, there were a few years there in the middle where we were quarterly. Even counting all of that, the number of series that I have started for Book One Cozy's Club selections is rather high. And almost all, well, very few of those series have I ever gotten around to reading a second volume. I can't even tell you how many of the series that we've read for Book One Cozy's Club, besides the Christmas installments, I have continued. So I think it's about time for me to continue those series and see what I think of them going forward. It has been a great ride. I never thought that Book One Cozy's Club was going to be around this long, and it was surprising to me. It was a nice change to bring Book One Cozy's Club back to a monthly club after being on a quarterly schedule for a while. But I think we've had a good run, and it's about time that I start getting to some of the second and third books in all of the series that we started. I know there are several that I definitely am curious to explore more, and there are also a few that I have already decided that I won't be continuing, but I'm looking forward to finally continuing with some series and getting my to-read pile down a little bit. Now, just because Book One Cozy's Club is ending, that doesn't mean that I will not be reading Cozy Mysteries anymore. That is definitely not going to be the case. I will definitely be continuing to read Cozy Mysteries. And if I ever read a first in a series Cozy Mystery, I will still be using the Book One Cozy's Club hashtag, because by now, over 5 years later, I would definitely say that Book One Cozy's Club is my brand. So if you're ever looking for first in a series Cozy Mystery content, you could find it under Book One Cozy's Club. I do want to thank all of you who have listened to a chapter by chapter or read one of the Book One Cozy's Club selections, even if you hadn't commented on any of the threads or the videos. If you had participated in any way in Book One Cozy's Club, I thank you for your participation and your support, and we'll talk again sometime. So I think that's pretty much all that I have for this club and this selection. So once again, I just want to say thank you, and that I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.